Party people in the house, what's happening? It's Steve. How you doing? Are we happy? I'm happy. You're happy. Everybody's happy. Doesn't matter that it's hot. We're still going to be happy. What are we talking about today? 9 AI platforms that everyone needs to know. If you got a question, comment, whatever, just throw it in the chat box over there. I'll read it. I'll say hi to everybody. Whatever you need, throw it in that chat button. What do I usually get? Hey, can I get a copy of this presentation? Yes, I'm going to email it out to each and every one of you. So don't you worry about it. You're going to get a copy of it. No problems. And I start on time and I finish on time. So in 15 minutes, we're up. So let's get into it, my friends. Let's make it happen, Captain. Here's what we're talking about when it comes to AI. AI right now, where we stand, and we're going to like work into this for a second. There's a lot of promise. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. It's going to do something else. But there is a lot of promise, but a lot of people are making a lot of promises. This is what it can do right now. And I ask those people, well, why is it not working for me right now? Oh, well, you got to have your CRM person who administers that talk to the person who administers the AI, and then you need to integrate. No, 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 no. I want to talk about the stuff that you can do right now, today, make it happen. You don't have to worry about corporate or anything like that. Things that you can work on that are either cheap or free. There's a lot of different platforms that are out there. You go to one to do this, you go to a different one to do that. We're going to talk about different platforms, and it's always changing. I looked it up. I was on Chat GPT the other day. Boom, they got another change coming in. So if you look at this and you go, wait a second, he said it would do A, and now it's also doing B. That might happen because there's always changing. So what you need to do is jump in and continue to learn with it. What's the difference between the internet and AI? I think the easiest way to understand it is it's the difference between a realtor and a builder. A realtor is like the internet. You go to a real estate agent. Hi, I'm looking to buy a house. What do? They go out and they compile the list of all the houses that are available and they present it to you. That's the internet. What is AI? That's the builder. You're not going to a real estate agent saying what's already out there. You're saying, hi, I want to build a house. They say, okay, let's talk about what you want in your house and we'll create it specifically for you. And no one's ever seen it before. That, my friends, is AI. That's what we're going to talk about today. And let's talk about the Kleenex of AI. Why do I call it the Kleenex of AI? Kleenex is actually facial tissue. It's what you blow your nose with, but everybody calls it Kleenex. Doesn't matter who does it, they all call it Kleenex, even though it's facial tissue. Everybody says AI is Chat GPT. There's many other platforms, but Chat GPT is great. What do I use it for? I use it when I need to create words. If I'm looking to create an email, a flyer, a script, a presentation, that's where I go to Chat GPT to create that stuff. And to do that, you do a thing called a prompt. And I think there's 4 parts to a prompt. I am, they are, create a, form of. What does that mean? I am a loan officer. They are a first-time home buyer. Give me 5 reasons that you should buy a home today and put it in the form of a social media post. I am, they are, create a, form of. The other really cool thing you can do there, I am a loan officer. Pretend you're Zig Ziglar, the greatest salesperson ever, and have a conversation, form of a conversation with me on how I can better relate to real estate agents. It's wonderful to have a conversation out there with some of your mentors or something like that. So you can say, in the form of Zig Ziglar, have a conversation with me about that. There's a free version and a pay version of ChatGPT. I got to tell you something. You do get a lot more from the pay version, but if you're just starting out, you'll get a lot from the free version. So just how you can see ChatGPT works, there's a little message on the bottom. It says, message ChatGPT. What do you want to do? I'm a mortgage loan officer talking to, they are, a group of potential first-time buyers. Create a list of 10 things a first-time home buyer should be aware of, and make it in the form of a flyer, a social media post, whatever. Boom. Chat GPT, you're good. Is that the only one that's out there? Absolutely not. Gemini is Google's version of Chat GPT. It's Google's AI. I love it when you want to do research. I think their research search engine, because it's through Google, is stronger than ChatGPT. So whenever I need to research something and I'm putting it in there, I wanted to use Gemini. So I put in there, hey, what's the average compliance permitting, and administrative costs to a home builder when building a new home. It's 24% of the final price of a single new home. You see that right there in bold? But here's the beauty of it. Do you see in parentheses it has the number one? It footnotes it for you, so it will tell you what the source of that information was. So if you ever get caught out on it, you could say, this is where I got that information. It's doing the research, but it footnotes it for you so then you can report it back, and boom, it's sitting right there. That's the beauty of Gemini, which is Google's AI. Claude's not as well known, but man, is Claude powerful. Claude does a great job of you inputting a lot of information into it and then it working with that information. It analyzes the data sets. It analyzes an Excel spreadsheet. So you can put in and say, here are my 100 real estate agents right here, and here's where their addresses are. Show me which ones are close to one another, and it will do a geographic search and figure that out for you based upon all of that information. It's uploading the information, and then it analyzes it and works it for you. What else does it do? I really like the second one there where it looks at pictures. If you're a real estate agent, you can take a picture of a kitchen. You can take a picture of a bedroom, and then you could say, describe this room. You upload the picture, you put describe the room, and it will give a real estate agent the description of the room that they can then put in the listing. Really cool stuff. I put in a picture of Camden Yards, the baseball park. I put it in. I said, where is this? It says, that's Camden Yards. And here's the history of Camden Yards. It will actually look up and identify pictures for you and tell you what that picture is. And it can also read your handwriting. So if you're taking handwritten notes and you want to put it into type, all you do is take a picture of it, upload it to Claude, and it will then change it into print that is easier to read. And it will start to learn your handwriting also. So if you have a really goofy way of writing your E's, what happens? You could say, no, that was an E. It will remember that that's an E in your handwriting, and it will do it for you. That's called Claude. That's super easy and super awesome. I know people are sick of, I'm tired of Meta. I'm tired of Meta. Folks, Meta.ai creates the best images that I have found online. And the key word to that, and by the way, this one is totally free. The key word is imagine. All you have to do is type in, go to Meta.ai, you type in imagine a toddler sitting on a beach and it's raining money. Boom. There's the picture that's sitting right in front of you. A toddler sitting on the beach with money raining down on him. How cool is that? You can imagine a formal dining room with pictures of dogs on the wall and green wine on the table, and boom, it puts it out there for you. No matter how crazy, I did a tiger dunking a basketball at an NBA game, and it produced that for me. The one warning I'm going to give you with Meta.ai is it can be a bit of a rabbit hole. You're like, these images are so cool, I'm going to create 10 more. Well, you're having a lot of fun doing it. That's where you are. By the way, last week, Meta.ai added another button, and it says animate. And if you create this image of this dining room table and dogs in the picture, and you hit animate, the dogs will start moving their head and things like that. It will animate the pictures for you. How cool is that? And it's free. What's the fifth one I want to talk about? InVideo. This one, I actually believe if you really want to get the best out of that, you do need to pay a little bit for it. What this does is it creates videos based upon whatever you tell it to do. It has lots of pictures and videos that it already has, and it uploads them and puts it into your video, and it will help you, and it will create it for you, including a voice. So you can say, create a 90-second video telling a first-time home buyer why now is a great time to buy, talk about equity, talk about how paying rent is 100% interest rate, talk about low down payment products, and do it in a female's voice from Texas. And it will create that video for you in about 45 seconds in a female's voice from Texas with video, pictures. It scripts it out. It's done. Very, very cool. Play around with that. But here's this really super thing about it. I don't use this. And the reason I don't use this portion of it is because I like creating videos and I like talking. If you haven't figured that out about me, I like doing this live with you. But if you're very uncomfortable in front of a camera, it will clone your voice. It says here, upload, and it's like, I don't know, 5 minutes worth of your voice, and you upload a couple MP3s, MP4s, and it will listen to your voice, and then it will actually clone your voice. So when you say create a video for first-time home buyers, you don't say with a woman from Dallas, say use my voice, and it will use your voice and it will produce it online. How cool is that? And you can do that today. What's number 6? I use this. Everybody says, how do I get a better picture of myself? I need a really good a promo shot. I need a good headshot. How do I do that? I use StudioShot.ai. There's 100 different headshot AIs that are out there. You go in, you submit the selfie real quick. Maybe you could send 10, 15 selfies. It's going to produce 40 pictures for you. You say, no, I want it to look more professional. No, I want it in a casual setting. It will put the clothes on you and all that, and you get to edit your headshot. I did it, and it said, oh, I like a little more light on the side of my face. It's a little dark. Boom. It did that. No problem. I hear people say, well, can you tell that it's AI? I use my AI headshot. I have never had one person say to me, that doesn't look like you. It's AI. It's a fake. I'm offended by it. So I like it. It works for me. Check that out. What's number 7? Here's how I learned about number 7. It's called Otter, Otter AI. I do all these presentations and all of these webinars, and I keep seeing this presentation is being so-and-so, Steve Richman is using Otter AI to better understand this webinar. It will transcribe the entire webinar for the user so that they can read it out at their leisure. It will summarize it for the user so they don't have to listen to everything, and it will list out action items. So here it says, hey, here's the summary, here's the transcript, this is what happened, this is where we go. You can use it for both live meetings and webinars. Really cool thing. There's a free trial for it, then eventually they're going to charge you for it. But check out Otter.ai, really good stuff. I use Canva every day of my life. Canva is probably the most used graphic design AI software website that is out there. I create my flyers, I create my presentations, I do a lot of videos, I do video editing on this, all that kind of stuff comes out of there. And let me just say, this is how I started using it, because I always have created my own presentations. And I got to tell you something. I'm a creative person, but I'm not an artistic person. And somebody said, you should use Canva. And now my stuff looks so much better than anything I was doing on my own. But what Canva has just recently done is they've integrated AI into their entire platform. So you can go into Magic Design and say, I'm doing a presentation on artificial intelligence, make a very digital, artificial AI, computery looking template for me. Boom. And that's what you're looking at here today. Magic Write is like their version of ChatGPT. I want to say this, make it say it better. You go through Magic Write. Magic Animate, I think you can figure out what that means. You put the picture and then you say, make this move, and it will make it move. Edit pictures, grabbing pictures, moving pictures. It does all of that for you. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Check out Canva. They have integrated AI into their platform. And they also use a lot of apps and plugins which have AI attached to it. I'm giving a shout out to my friend, Ken Perry. If you don't know Ken Perry, he is and owns the Knowledge Coop. Really cool organization, really good stuff. He spent a ton of time, energy, and effort to create AI for mortgage guidelines. So if you have any question about VA, FHA, USDA, or conventional mortgage guidelines, he does charge for it. I will say that. You go there and you can go and you just go in and you say, what? Hi, I have a question about VA. Can I be in the National Guard and still qualify for a VA loan? It not only looks it up, but it tells you what guideline that is under. You can go in and say, I have a customer who does A, B, C, D, E. What's the best program for them? It will look up all the programs that will qualify for them. Check out the Knowledge Coop to check out your mortgage guidelines. Folks, I told you I would do this in 15 minutes or less. My name is Steve Richman. I'm at steverichman.com. There's my phone number, 919-368-4301. Give me a call. Let me know what's happening. Let me know if you're enjoying these webinars, and you have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.